Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, as I look around the room, I can see people that have literally travelled from the north, south and east, west of the country to be here to help celebrate Matt and Laura's special day. After the last few years of COVID restrictions, it's so lovely to finally be able to come together to take part in today's event. This whole wedding, with its theme and the day itself, is Laura's brainchild and her doing. She's worked so hard and tirelessly on this, from the venue to the dresses, from Bella to the table decorations, with her vision of what and how she wanted it to look.
So I first met Laura 16 years ago, I believe, and we've been together 12. And the very first day that I met her, we were actually in the pub and I was sat there with Dave and she walked out to have a smoke, and I turned around to Dave, I said, "That's my future ex-wife."
And on behalf of Matthew and Laura, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the Dyke Hotel, which has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriage. And we are here today to witness the joint matrimony of Matthew and Laura, and I know it means a lot to them that you can all be here to witness their marriage vows and to share in their happiness as they start their new life together as husband and wife.
But guys and girls, thank you all so much for coming. I really do appreciate it. For this day is so very special to us, and it's only made more special by you guys joining us, and it really is appreciated.
Laura, I'd like to say to you that you look so beautiful today, and I was so honoured to have walked you down the aisle. We're so proud of the woman you have become, always trying to juggle the day job, the ghost hunting, and of course Jessica. Oh, and not to forget Bella.
I do solemnly declare
That I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Matthew John Shanks,
may not be joined
in matrimony
to Laura Jane Goff.
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
of any lawful impediment why I, Laura Jane Goff, may not be joined in matrimony
You can speak up a bit.
John Shanks.
with Matthew John Shanks.
So Matthew, do you take Laura to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Repeat after me.
I call upon
these persons
these people
here present
here present
To witness
to witness
that I, Matthew John Shanks,
that I, Matthew John Shanks,
do take thee,
Laura
Jane Goff,
to
be my lawful wedded wife,
be my lawful wedded wife,
to love and to cherish,
for
better and for worse,
and for worse,
in sickness and in health,
for the
rest of our lives together.
I call
upon
these persons here present to witness
to witness
that I, Laura Jane Goff, do take thee, Matthew John Shanks, to be my lawful wedded husband, to love and to cherish, for better and for worse, in sickness and in health, for the rest of our lives together.
Quite a long time, that, isn't it? Laura, I give you this ring
As a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and as a token of our marriage,
and as a token of our marriage.
wear it with happiness and pride,
Wear it with happiness and pride,
today and always.
today and always.
Place it right onto the finger.
God, that's going to hurt.
Matthew, I give you this ring
As a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and as a token of our marriage,
and as a token of our marriage.
wear it with happiness and pride,
Wear it with happiness and pride,
today and always.
today and always.
Place it right onto the finger. It now gives me great pleasure to say you are now legally husband and wife together.
Come here, girl.
Myself and your mum are so proud of you. God only knows what you could do to fill your time now from tomorrow morning. Although the postman will be happier with less deliveries, and I better mention at this stage, and Matt did his share and collected our suits.
I did that.
As a family this year, we've had attended a christening, a funeral, and now a wedding. So if there are any bar mitzvahs going, we're available.
Downstairs.
In all honesty, Matt's been a member of this family for a long time now, and I know he will step up further and take on Laura and Jessica, especially ensuring there's always enough ketchup in the kitchen cupboard for Jess. For those that don't know, we live next door to each other, and quite often the back door opens at all hours and Laura or Jess appear with a comment, "Have you got any?" Whatever they're short of. When I was thinking about what to say, I kept thinking about your Nan Marge. She would have been in her element today, and she would have loved all of this. She's up there with Lionel today, raising a glass to the newlyweds, I'm sure. So if you've got a drink in your hand, can you please just raise it to absent friends? Thank you. I could go on and tell some stories about how ditzy Laura can be, but you can ask Robert and Mark, her brothers, later, and they'll tell you some of the stories. But I'll just give you one snippet. This is a girl who once asked, "Is South Africa part of Africa?" It's maybe not.
That was last week.
It's maybe not traditionally my place to say, but myself and Kathy would like to say thank you to Annie for always being there constantly since school for Laura. And also thank you to Jessica for being $1 million as always. All that's left to say is please raise your glasses to the new Mr. and Mrs. Shanks, Matt and Laura. Thank you and enjoy your evening.
For those of you that don't know me, I'm Luke, Matthew's younger brother. Comes a time in everyone's life where you meet someone you love, you admire, you look up to, and all round you make them a better person. And honest to God, 30 years ago, that was when I was born for Matthew. So here I am. You're welcome. You're welcome. No, while I'm up here as well, I've got to say, how amazing does Laura and the rest of the bridesmaids look? She's done a fantastic job today. Fucking fantastic. Amazing. No, honestly. Also, while I'm up here, I'd like to say thank you to everyone that came to Matthew's stag. Only a couple of us are here, but Ron, Dave, maybe, Jim, and Jerry, but he's not here. But we had a we had a fantastic time. We had a quiet weekend in Benidorm. You know, it's full of culture. You know, museums, yeah. We saw some museums, not ones that we're allowed to talk about, but we saw some museums. Some more than others, though. The first night, I'm ashamed to say, he was in bed by 7 o'clock. You know, no doubt texting Laura, so we'll let him off, but embarrassing. It's a bit of a funny one, though, this speech. In all seriousness, me and Matthew never grew up together, so we don't have a lot of funny stories, you know, like most best men, where, I don't know, you talk about how you met or how you grew up together. We never had that. We lived apart, even though we're brothers. I used to go round to his house, though, every Friday, where he was staying with my nan and granddad, and sleep on his top bunk. Matthew's always had some weird hobbies, but back then, when I was 10 or 12 years old, he used to collect weird little fucking monster figurines, ninja toys, and if you looked underneath his bed, loads of weird fetish porno magazines. Honest to God. But to be fair, I used to think there was that man's there. My granddad's. I caught him looking at him a few times. Yeah. But it was this one night, and it's one of the only stories I really remember, and it scarred me for life. I was probably tucked up in bed 2-3 in the morning. By the way, I keep pulling my trousers up because they're Matthew's, but that's another story. Yeah, so I was tucked up in bed, probably 10, 12 years old, dreaming about Power Rangers, Pokemon, WWE wrestling that me and my granddad probably watched that day, and lovely dream it was. And then all of a sudden the bed started shaking. I lived in Edgware, by the way. It was Edgware. It's like a fucking earthquake, like a seismic 7 earthquake. And so, as a concerned brother, I looked downstairs, well, down the bed, actually, not downstairs, and, yeah, wrong word. And all of a sudden, I saw Matthew, and he obviously forgot I was there. He went out that night, met some bird, took her back, and he started practicing the wrestling moves that I was watching on TV with her. This was obviously long before your time, Laura, fucking way before your time. Granddad just said my nan was not fucking happy. I was only 12 years old and I still fucking think about those moves. Jesus Christ. I never knew my brother was that flexible. But yeah, no, in all seriousness though, I genuinely couldn't ask for a better brother. And when you asked me to be your best man, even though I knew I was your best man, because look at those 2 idiots, but I couldn't have been more honoured, and I genuinely, whether we lived apart or whether we didn't live apart, I couldn't have asked for a better brother, and now I've got a lovely sister-in-law as well, so thank you. So with that being said, everyone, I haven't got glass. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. Can everyone stand and please join me in cheersing Mr. and Mrs. Shanks.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So then, last thing to say, what a day. And honestly, Laura's arranged absolutely everything. Many a night glue gunning things together, picking out the cakes and songs and having a go at me because I don't show much interest. So, such is life. What are you going to do tomorrow, girl? And obviously, to Adrian as well, it was a really, really awesome speech. Thank you for that. To Kath for always being there next door, and to anyone that's helped out with this wedding, especially Harry as well. Where is he? What an absolute superstar he's been. Sat there literally like sewing on sequins and sticking things together, and yeah, what an absolute superstar he's been. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can please raise a glass, I haven't got one. That is an insult to everyone, by the way. And thank you all for being here, to you guys.
I couldn't obviously sit here without saying thank you to so many people, because this day wouldn't have happened without them. Anne-Marie, I can't even put into words. You're the love of my life, as much, next to Matt. But she was the first love of my life. Anne-Marie has been with me since I was 10 years old. And today just wouldn't have been right without her. And obviously it's her beautiful hotel. Best friend goal, she became manager of the hotel this year. We didn't plan it or anything. But Anne-Marie has done so much more than anyone could ever know to make this day so special. Jessica, you look so beautiful today, baby. A round of applause to Jessica. Yeah, you do. You look so beautiful today, baby, and I'm so proud of you. Bella's not here because I think, she's just had enough. But I'm so proud of her as well. My mum and dad, thank you so much for everything that you've done. And my darling Harry as well, bless you. You have been so patient, sticking, poking, pinning, super gluing, and also putting up with me, handing you glue sticks with the glue on. You've done so patient with me. I know this is a very boring speech for you all to listen to, but I just had to say thank you to everyone. I want you all to have a really, really good night now. Let the magic begin.